intent, what?
Bow, what up, everybody? It's your boy Scott Paul. This is the Ill Intent Podcast.
Steve shot it.
In the motherfucking building. Welcome back. Yeah, we want to start this one with some energy, people.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It is December 27th. It's the 14th episode. We took a few weeks off. It's been a little crazy.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the last couple weeks for you, my man.
Last couple weeks. Let's see. I mean, it's been a whole lot of work. We just released our last music video that I shot
I saw that.
Blaze PNB. It's called New Mode. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out. It's on YouTube. It's getting really good reception so far. A lot of people are fucking with it. So
Nice.
That's always good to hear.
Nice. You said where can they
On
find it?
YouTube.
Word.
Yep.
On the YouTube.
On the YouTube.
On the
just
YouTube's
search
word.
up Blaze PNB or New Mode. It'll come up with either one of those.
Okay.
And it's on Blaze's channel.
I bet. Shout out Blaze.
Yup, shout out Blaze.
Shout
Releasing music at the end of the year. Going out
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah. Actually, we've had some music this month. So,
Yeah.
I think in the first week we had Justina. She dropped.
Yep.
She dropped Infrared. I remember like early on it was like top 5 on the iTunes charts.
Yeah.
I know it was like doing well initially. I didn't check kind of where it ended up, but I know she's still promoting the heck out of that. She's getting a lot of love
She's
from
been
that.
killing it this whole year.
Bro, this
Shout
whole
out
year.
Justina. Like
She's been on like
doing
a
her
steady,
fucking
yeah.
thing,
She's
bro.
been on an incline for a couple of years, and I love it. She's just consistent. You know, the music keeps getting better. She's super consistent with that, and she keeps showing the world who she is. And
I was just gonna say
a
she's
dope
got
personality.
that presence, you know what I mean? Even on her social media, if you don't know her, she's got that personality that you like feel like you do. Even you know what I mean? She's just killing it.
She's doing her thing for sure. And then Fetty, he dropped.
Yep.
He
You Know
dropped
the Vibes.
You Know the Vibes. Yep, he dropped that earlier this month as well. What other music have we gotten this month? Well, we got 2 like deluxe versions. So Eminem, he released like a side B to the album that he dropped earlier this year.
Right.
Music to be murdered
Which
by.
I forgot to listen to.
Yeah, I listened to some of it. I got like, you know what I'm saying, dive through the whole thing again. But I mean, it's Eminem. But you've let your feelings be known.
I was gonna
Eminem.
say everyone knows how I feel about Eminem.
You're probably not gonna listen to this and think any different.
I'm probably not gonna listen to this.
I'm probably not gonna listen to this. Yo, word. So there was that. Lil Wayne also. So he
No
dropped
Ceilings 3.
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah, but bro, like I don't have.
I was gonna say, what'd you think? Or did you listen?
I didn't even get to listen yet
Okay.
because fucking like that Piff, bro. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, Lil Wayne, bro.
Yeah.
Just get on Apple Music, bro. Get it on Spotify. Get it on like.
Yeah, because he's not like restricted to anything anymore, right? Like with
Nah.
Yeah.
I think if it's like the old mixtapes,
Right,
then you're using
exactly.
other people's beats.
exactly.
So it's when it comes to licensing, it's a lot more tricky. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's why he can't have it on those platforms.
Yeah,
but-
that was why. Well, I'll get into that when I talk about him. But I was gonna say gonna compare it to Steez. A big portion of the reason a lot of people never even heard his music is it was like only on SoundCloud or or on CD.
Yeah.
Because a lot of his beats were like MF Doom beats or other people's beats that he just remixed, so they couldn't even be on. That's why I think it was either 1999. Yeah, it was 1999. Joey Badass's project wasn't on a lot of streaming services. It was only on Spot or SoundCloud for a long time because he didn't have the rights to a lot of the beats that were on it.
Yeah. So I mean, especially like today, you know what I'm saying, in the climate now, I feel like you have to make it as easy as possible for people to consume
access your music.
Yeah, if you want.
That was one of my friends. He's in like a classic rock band, I guess, and he just released his first project, like first song even on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And he was asking me just like for tips to get it heard and shit. And my first question, I was like, well, is it on all platforms or is it just on SoundCloud? And it was just on SoundCloud. I was like, I get a distribution service. And get it on
No, you
everything.
have to. If your goal is to have everybody hear this song, as many people as possible hear the song,
You need it on as many platforms as possible.
Yeah, you can't make people work to find your song.
Right.
It's got to be easy as possible because there's just way too much music out there that's way too easy to access for them to be trying. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to figure out how to get to yours.
Navigate to your thing. It should be as easy as possible.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
A lot of music.
Yeah, and you
Just in December, yeah, Chris Patrick, he's a local New Jersey artist. He just
Word.
dropped From the Heart Volume 2, which is the follow-up from his last project, From the Heart.
Shout out
and
Chris.
Chris Patrick, he's killing it. He's getting numbers, and I still don't think he's getting nearly as much recognition as he deserves, because like he's extremely diverse. Like all of his songs, they're consistent though, because they all sound like Chris Patrick.
Yeah.
But they're all different styles. There are ones that you literally just sit and listen to, and you're just like, this is fucking poetry. Like where you just really dive into the lyrics and analyze everything he's saying. And then there are other ones where you're just driving and you just want to fucking like dance to it and shit. And like, but they all sound like Chris Patrick, but they're very, very different. And we were talking about our favorite, we'll get to it, but like our favorite albums before from this year. And honestly, it's up there for me. Like Chris Patrick's From the Heart. Yeah.
That's fire.
Volume 2. Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah,
I'm going to check that out.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I'm going to check that out.
Everyone listening to this, definitely check Chris Patrick out, because he's fucking talented, very talented. And he's one of the most like inspiring like Jersey artists, because I look to people locally, you know what I mean, for what people are doing. Like you inspire me. Like there are a lot of artists that inspire me, but Chris Patrick is on that list for a few years. I forget how I even found his music. I think it was just one of my friends. I think my friend Xander's like retweeted a link to one of his songs or something. And I just listened to it and I was like, oh, this kid's killing it. Like this shit's fire. So I followed him, and I've just seen his like progress over the past couple years.
Fire.
And yeah, no, he's doing real good. He's definitely, and he's doing it like the right way too. He's like building with his team and shit. And like, it's just really cool to watch. And also be in Jersey, you know what I mean? We're in the same exact area. Like these are our peers.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool to see other teams like working hard and like working for what they want.
That's
cool.
fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. I gotta type in more to Chris Patrick for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Lil Durk also dropped The Voice, the full album. This is just recently. Because we're covering everything over the past couple, everything this month. But The Voice just dropped. I didn't get to listen to the whole thing yet, but it's dope. It's dope. I like
he's got a lot of features on it too.
Yeah,
I saw there's a lot of features. King Von's on it.
Did you listen to Still Trapping with King Von, bro?
No, I got it. No, I didn't even. I wasn't even aware that it dropped. There's just been so much going on in addition, like from music and like the social world. Like there's just so much stuff going on that they're like fire that's just slipping by me. I think
it just came up on a playlist that I was listening to, the Still Trapping joint. The joint that he has with King Von.
Good.
And bro.
Yeah.
It's just listen to that when you're leaving here. Yeah, it's a record.
That one I will listen to.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. What else? Any other music? I think I'm sure there was some other shit that dropped. That's the only thing that's really on my radar. Christmas. How was your Christmas?
It was good. It was real nice. I went back to see my parents, and my sisters came over. So that was cool. And that was pretty much it. Yeah, I just spent it with my family.
I feel like everybody had a low key.
Yeah.
Except for like the big dogs.
Yeah.
The other ones.
Yeah.
Shout out to hip hop, man. Thanks for showing us how to properly celebrate Christmas. Yeah, because Quavo bought Sweetie a Bentley. Nice little Bentley for Christmas. You know what I mean? Something light. You feel me? That's something we all get our girls.
I remember when I got that.
You feel me? So so that's dope. Lizzo also bought her mama a car.
Yep.
Yeah, Lizzo. Shout out to her. I got my mama an iPhone.
Word. There you go. I think we got her a nice vacuum.
Dope.
It was all my siblings. They did the purchase. I just threw in some bread. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, it's not quite an Audi, but so shout out to everybody taking care of their people on Christmas.
Yep.
I hope everybody just enjoyed their holidays. This was like a weird.
It was a first for this. Like, type, even I remember at Thanksgiving. Not to go back too far, but I've got like 50 something cousins, and on my mom's side. Yeah, just on my mom's side. Yeah, I got OD cousins.
I have like 4, bro.
But like we have to rent out like a public hall to have Thanksgiving because there are so many people. So we normally rent out like a firehouse, like and this was like the first year, because like I said, I do it every other year, so I'm used to it. But we were supposed to do it with her side this year, and it was like, whoa, I'm not gonna see 50 cousins this year. Like, this is fucking weird.
That's wild.
Because even if we didn't want to cancel, which we did, because you just got to take proper safety precautions. But
no venues,
right? Yeah, no, because they closed it down. Like the fire department had contacted us and was just like, yeah, no, we can't do this. And just like, understandably, you don't want fucking especially because. We're all different ages. Obviously, there are people my age, there are people older than me, but I got a lot of little cousins too. And like, I feel like little kids are just running germ machines. Like they transfer shit like
they don't even get it, bro.
And they're licking tablecloths and shit.
Yeah, they're fucking licking chairs. Like, bro, what are you doing? Get your life together, you 6-year-old.
But you know, it's just weird because there's no gatherings or anything like there used to be. What you associate with holidays, you know what I mean, like family and seeing people and stuff. That's no longer part of the equation for them on the scale that a lot of people are used to.
And I think, you know, after everybody gets this vaccine.
What do you think about that? Could I ask your thoughts on that?
After all of y'all get the vaccine.
Word. You know, round 4 type shit.
Yeah. My brother got the vaccine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He also works in the medical field, though. My brother's a doctor.
Okay.
So.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out my brother. Yeah. You feel me?
No, real shit though. Shout out all the healthcare workers frontline and all this, because it's crazy.
Yeah, this has been such a wild year, and there was like a period of time where everybody was like all about, you know, frontline workers and the whole nine, but
and then everyone just fell off.
Yeah, well,
it's like the Black Lives Matter movement, bro. It's once it stops being cool to support it, you know what I mean? People stop talking about it.
And also, you know, people just have a lot of stuff going on, so it's
right. That too.
After a while, it just goes back to, hey, I hate having to be locked down and how it's affecting me. But yeah, you just don't really consider the people who are working like in it.
Yeah,
you know
no, that was like I saw my sister because she's a nurse and she came home for Christmas and like had her mask on the whole time on the other side of the room, and like I felt bad. I was like, I just want to give my sister a hug.
Right. Like, yo, even actually on Christmas, my sister was like, you know, FaceTiming her side of the family, and we're all family, and somebody that was on the FaceTime, like she was like working, she was currently like in the hospital, so she was like all masked up, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it was a really, because it was like, you know, fucking 12 people on the FaceTime. It was dope as hell, and she popped in and she was like all, you know what I'm saying, PPE'd up.
Yeah, if you're not in it or exposed to it, you don't really think about like the people that are there every single day as much, like the healthcare workers, you know what I mean? Like how much
it's like really
war.
In the field.
It's a war.
Like,
it's not
that's like the crazy thing to think about, because how many people we've lost, like over 315,000 people, right? And when you compare it to like wars that we've been in as a country and you compare it to other things, it's like it doesn't seem as urgent, but if you're just going by the numbers,
right,
it's like if 300,000 people like died in 1 year, like in, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. In any other way, you know what I'm saying? Whether it be like terrorist attacks or whether it be like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is.
Any statistic at that scale.
Yeah. Everybody would be like, yo, we need to like act aggressively against making sure that doesn't happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or that it stops happening. Like people don't.
But it's a virus and you can't see it and you can't blame it on anyone.
Yeah. The thing is, you can't blame it on people. Well, you can blame it on a lot. But
but you know what I mean. There's no image for it.
Yeah. So it's I don't know. It's interesting, bro.
Yeah.
And so the vaccines are out. Were the vaccines out when we last?
No, the vaccines didn't, because it's been 3
It's been like 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah.
So we got. There's a little chunk of time. A lot of things happened.
Yeah. So vaccines are out. People are getting vaccinated, and
people are getting texts now.
Sorry, man. You know, business is booming.
Yes, sir.
Bro, that like completely threw me off, bro. There's a lot of shit going on.
There's so much going on, especially because if we're sticking to New Jersey too, just with different laws and bills that are being passed.
That's what I got a text about.
There you go.
Actually,
there you go. Full circle.
Yeah.
But but also, I wish I could remember specifically. There's certain things they're just like slipping in under these big bills.
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of. I mean, there's always. That's just how bills are fucking constructed.
But like, you never knew that. Like growing up, you didn't know that. But every time, especially a big bill, in order to get any big bill passed, you had to grease some palms. You had to get some people, you know what I'm saying, on your side. And in order to do that, you have to give them something. So there's always stuff in the
trade-offs.
Yeah, always trade-offs.
And then, which is making me think of, you see Instagram's new terms of service? There's a lot of
well, there was like a whole thing with Apple where Apple's changing their thing. So there's like the like Instagram, Facebook and Apple are going at it.
Right. Instagram is getting access, like with their new terms of service. It's access to record through your camera like at any time.
Yo, so I mean, I think we had to kind of accept the fact that,
but they already been doing this. They're just letting us know now.
They're trying to
ease
the
us
soft
into it.
ways
They're like,
of like,
oh no, we
telling
need to
you
do
that
it
they're
because of
doing
Instagram. It's because you want Instagram. We have to be able to do this.
Yeah, because like you have to accept now that your phone, Apple Watch, laptop, like all this stuff knows everything.
Bro, I've been of the mind, if they wanted to be after me, they are, like, for the last year. You know what I mean? Like, they've been listening, like, any information on anything, like, any reason anyone's paranoid about this stuff, like, either you're paranoid for a right reason and they're already on your tail and there's nothing you can do about it, or they would have already done some shit.
Just keep walkie-talkies, ditch your phones.
Word.
If you're doing dirt, just get away from your electronics.
Word.
But don't think that the electronics aren't listening to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just know that that's what's up. But because
it's not even your phone, right? So say you stay on the walkie-talkie system or whatever, radio system, right? Your homie's got a phone. If you're in the room with your homie, there's a microphone in the room.
Yeah, like, at all times.
Yeah,
at all times. So I mean, like the Snowden thing that came out. I think we already talked about this like before. But like that's a real thing. Like that's a dude that really worked for the NSA that really told everybody that everybody's being tracked.
Yeah,
and everybody was like, "That's a cool movie."
Word, bro. Like it's and that goes back to even the conversation we've had before too about like the movies and the entertainment industry kind of being programming to like
desensitize.
Yeah, exactly. So you're kind of like ready for it.
Yeah,
and think it's normal.
Think that it's okay. You know what I'm saying? There was a high budget film about it, so I paid movie to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I paid money to watch this thing. So it's I don't know, but the times aren't gonna get any like less weird, bro. I love that we already went on the tangent. Went on the tangent.
It always goes into Big Brother, music. Illuminati, something.
But bro, like when you think about like this decade of 2020, like what's gonna happen over the course of this decade, something that we're gonna see as automation. Like first of all, with Corona, something that's happened is a lot of industries had to learn how to automate because people couldn't go into work, right? So this only accelerated what was already happening, which was, you know what I'm saying, this move towards automation. And as our population is going to continue to increase and there's going to be less jobs because more of them are going to be automated, you're going to have more and more people in this place of not being able to find jobs or finding good jobs, or they're just being like a smaller, you know what I'm saying, a smaller amount of good jobs. Yeah. So,
or create job. It's like when you,
yeah, I mean, creating jobs is definitely always going to be a thing, but I think automating jobs is going to become more and more of an industry.
Right.
Like when you really think like self-driving cars.
Oh yeah.
Self-driving cars, we're not going to be there like next year, but like in the next 10, 15 years, it's a very, very, very real possibility that we can have cars on the road driving autonomously. Yeah, right. So taxi drivers out, Uber drivers.
Did you see Apple's model
truck
car
drivers? Yeah,
they're designing.
Yeah, and
that's different.
And I don't know. I don't even know how real it is.
Yeah,
I think with Apple they might just do the software. So because you have a lot of different car companies that are getting into electric cars and want to do that. So if Apple could just be the software that all of them uses, that might be the smarter move. Because
but you already know, bro. First day you get that Apple car, you got to buy the wheels separate and
word. Like, that's why I just want the software. Word. Yeah, but yeah, like having a because Elon was even saying with Tesla's, like the most difficult part
is the software or the code.
No, nah, it's actually manufacturing. You know what I'm saying? And and you know that.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it's the most
logistics
required.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
the most materials go into, because code is all digital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you know how to write code, you don't really need all this crazy material. But if you want to build a fucking car, you got to have the materials to build a car.
And then to be able to do that like really quickly and do hundreds
Meet
of thousands
needs.
of them, that's where it gets tough. So that's why it may make more sense for Apple to stick into software. But regardless, like that's where things are moving.
Yeah.
You know, so think about how many jobs that's taken. Again, taxi drivers, Uber, Lyft drivers, all the, you know, truck drivers.
Yeah, plus it also depends where the manufacturing line is. You know what I mean? If they're being built overseas and designed in America and then shipped, because, you know, like Toyota, like half of them are Japan built, half of them are American built.
Yeah.
But they're all Toyota. So I'm wondering because if it's American built, you know what I mean? Yes, you're taking away Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, but now that's increasing manufacturing lines. Like it's bringing back like the Ford line. You know what I mean? Like Ford was the first, what is it, like manufacturing line, pretty much. Like it was like a whole system. I feel like that's gonna bring that back at a larger scale and employ more people with that. You know what I mean? Because there's gonna be way more cars being built or more autonomous. Well, no, because they're just converting. Yeah, no, I'm kind of saying bullshit. It doesn't make any sense.
It's not gonna be making any more cars.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's gonna be the same amount. It's just substituting one with the other.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Motherfucking autonomy.
So, you know what I mean? And it's going to be like that in different industries. So,
oh, yeah, everything. Just like the restaurant industry.
The restaurant industry is going to be way automated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to almost be like vending machines, bro.
You know what I mean? I could already see how it could be. Like
McDonald's is damn near halfway there.
Yeah. I mean, in Applebee's, like maybe 5 years ago already now, I remember sitting down and they have the thing that you could like order your appetizers and everything.
Yep, at
like,
the table.
At the table.
So there goes the wait staff. And then in the kitchen, once you have, because think about it, there's a lot of science and math behind cooking. Like it is creative too, but there is a lot of math and science behind it. It has to be this temperature for this long, this measurement of this inside of this. You know what I mean? And that is all programmable. That's all extremely programmable, especially with a restaurant, right? You're going with consistency. I ordered the chicken wings this time. I expect them to taste like this next time.
Same exact way.
How do you stick to that program?
So, like, you don't think, you know what I'm saying? You already know that. You already know that all these things are being worked on right now.
Yeah. Well, like I said on episode 12 or 11 or something, bro, I got an ad for me to purchase an automated chicken fryer, bro. It loaded it. It took it out for you. Like it did everything.
They have automatic like bartending things where you could just put the
targeted advertisements to home, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, like I don't even. Why? It's because of Corona.
They're trying to. Yeah.
It's because you can't go to. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to restaurants.
Oh, I could order a robot that could make me chicken. I can't make chicken good, but I'll. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. There's gonna be like this whole year has really, I think, sped up the whole automation. Like one, the big thing is just people's acknowledgement that they want or need certain things in a different way. You know, like that chicken fryer that now you can have that made at home. You don't need to go out to do that. Now, because there's been this thing that made it so that you can't leave your house, you had to find different ways to get the things that you want because you can't go out and get it. You know, and that's forever gonna affect the restaurant industry. The restaurant industry is never gonna go back to 2019.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean, there's certain things that are never gonna go back. So
same thing with the movie industry. It's still going to be booming, I think, because everyone consumes things at home. You know what I mean? You pay for subscriptions, everything like that. But there goes the theater industry. The theater industry's out the door. No one's going to movies.
Never gonna go back.
Cost me 75 cents to make popcorn. Why am I going to pay $13? Like,
you feel me? There's no like. You know
I could get surround system for under $200.
Big screen TVs are way too cheap now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Projector for $80.
All this shit is way too cheap now. Had to do with this whole year, and then as you said, the price of going to theater, and they have you know hundreds of $100 million $100 million movies premiering on Netflix, premiering on Hulu, premiering on these things.
And at first you would, where I guess the average person would probably think that like a lot of movie money is from ticket sales, which it is, but ticket sales are now just going to equal streams, and people pay for subscription-based things. And obviously you get, just like with music, except it's even better because music streams like don't equate to anything with money.
Thing.
In movies, it does. And a lot of times they'll just buy the film. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Netflix will just purchase the
exactly.
film from you, and then they get whatever streaming from their subscription, which however $1 million they fucking generate every year. But it was smart. It was real smart because now there's no alternative to streaming. You know what I mean? It's not even like because originally Netflix was competing with Blockbuster. They would send you DVDs in the mail, and then they started streaming, and it was just like, oh shit, what's Blockbuster going to do? Blockbuster dies because no streaming service. Then they're leading the streaming service industry for entertainment for God knows how long, the last decade.
Yeah.
And then now Corona happens, and you have no choice but to stream. Like even if you don't want Netflix, what are your other options?
What are your options?
Cable, and everyone's moving from cable. That's the thing. Cable's dying out just like Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Any TV show you want, you can get on the website that the channel is. You want to watch an A&E show, go to ANETV.com.
Yeah.
That's
a fact.
And all you got to do is and granted, if you do want to watch the shows on the website though, they'll probably make you enter your cable information. You know what I mean? Like you probably have to have some type of cable, but everyone knows at least one person that has cable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get that email.
I haven't had cable in years.
Yeah,
bro.
no. I haven't had cable probably since I was like 8 years old.
I have Netflix. I just got Apple TV Plus.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what that's about.
That's pretty much cable. That's just internet cable, right? Apple TV is pretty much you just go through the channels and shit. I thought.
Well, they have Apple TV, but they have Apple TV Plus, which is their streaming service. Apple has a streaming service.
Oh,
now.
Like Prime Video and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and I already have Prime Video because I have Prime. So, yeah.
Yeah. One thing while we're talking about subscription services, YouTube snuck a fast one on me, bro. YouTube Premium.
What they do?
All right.
They got that free trial,
bro. No. So. Well, I guess.
Because they offer that shit every time I open an app.
No, so look, I bought it with Google Play because I used to use Google Play for my music a while ago, and it came with YouTube Premium for free, $8.99 a month. And I was just like, word. Wild. And because YouTube Premium, you get no ads. You can play videos with your phone locked. Like, there's a lot of benefits to it. And I was like, I get it for free with Google Play. I'm already using this shit. Fuck it. Google Play doesn't exist anymore. Upcharged to $16 a month for YouTube Premium.
Oh shit, they played you.
Yeah, they got rid of Google Play, substituted with YouTube Music, and then doubled the price. YouTube pulled a fast one. I was going through like my bank statements or whatever, and I saw like YouTube or Google LLC $16, and I was like, I don't know which Google subscription I have that $16. I mean, I still kept it because like I use YouTube Premium, but I was like, damn, how are you gonna double your price and not even notify anyone?
It's Google. Sue them.
Sue them. Yeah, I'm gonna win that case.
Yeah.
My lawyer mad good.
Yo, word. All right, let's get back to some music. Let's get back to some music. I love that. We always go off though. Well, yeah, I guess just kind of sticking on 2020. So I know like for myself, this year had a big impact on me as an artist. You know, I wasn't on top of shit as much as I would have been had it not been for all the craziness that went on this year. You know, obviously with Corona, then with all the social justice stuff that happened. But there's a lot of artists who had a really big 2020, and we talk about Travis Scott a lot on this show. We talked about Travis Scott a lot on the podcast, and I think he would be.
He's a good.
I mean, who had a better year than Travis Scott?
I can't tell you because I think Travis Scott probably killed it the most between music and McDonald's and
so he had his brand deals, PlayStation. Yeah, he had brand deals with PlayStation, the Houston Rockets, Fortnite, Hot Wheels, Nerf, and Nike.
He had a deal with Nerf? How'd I miss the Travis Scott blaster, bro?
Yo,
I'm trying to get that.
I mean, yeah, that's dope. And he dropped dope music as well. But that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, his biggest highlights this year probably aren't even
music directly.
Music. Yeah.
And then even the merch off of the McDonald's meal too. Like some of the deals just transformed into even more lucrative things.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, fuck it. He's killing it. That's the right way to do it.
Yeah. No, he had a crazy year. Then
he's got his upcoming seltzer. It's supposed to drop March 2021.
It's
called Cacti. He's dropping a hard seltzer.
That's
so I guess it's gonna be like White Claws or something like that. But it's gonna come in multiple can sizes. So he's one up in the other seltzers instead of just the 12 ounce. It's gonna come in like I think a 12, a 16, and a 24.
Oh,
but the 24s are just gonna be like for single purchase, kind of like how you buy like a tall boy.
Yeah.
But
that's fire.
You're gonna see hella.
Yo, shout out Travis Scott, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna, bro. I can't wait to see summer of 2021. Everyone's just gonna be drinking Cacti.
Bro, 2021 is gonna be fucking lit.
Hopefully.
I think the second half of 2021 is
Word. Yeah. No, that's like my friend Emily. She texted me the other day. She's like, I can't wait for 2021. It's gonna be lit. 8 months in.
Word. Yeah, probably like the second half. From June on, it's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Actually, my birthday is May 27th.
So May 26th is when it gets lit.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to go into your birthday lit. You can't start on your birthday lit.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're welcome, everybody.
Scott's bringing
I'm gonna bring the litness back. I'm gonna bring the litness to 2021. I got you. Who else had a good year? The baby had another good year.
Yep.
Yeah, he had a good one. Polo G had a really strong year. I really like Polo G.
Yeah. No, Polo G's dope.
Yeah, he started. What was the first joint that like really popped?
Pop out. Yeah.
Pop out. Yeah, and like there's so many rappers that come and go. You know, yeah. I heard it and was like, yo, this is cool. He did a good job.
Yeah, and then he dropped.
And he just kept, then like you hear him, he's dope. So shout out Polo G. Shout out to just all the artists who just stay really consistent with it.
Right.
Yeah. I've said it before, but that's
key, bro.
That's so
that's
fucking
what
key.
Determines longevity.
Yeah.
And longevity is what's going to keep you in the game.
Yeah. No, facts. And just showing people that you fucking got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that, even for me, like people know, but I got to show everybody. Like I'm dropping 3 albums this year.
Yes, sir.
You heard it here first. Yeah, I'm dropping three projects this year. I just want to just like fucking.
No point in working so hard if people aren't going fucking.
Yeah, people gotta know what's up. So you know, people know I do my thing. Like, you know, we have Inland Sand, got the company. There's you know, I have the people that I work with, but it's an independent operation. Right. It's completely, you know, self-funded. You know, we do the whole thing. We have different things that we're dabbling in. But like I get so caught up on getting all the business right and doing all this and that. It's like the music, bro. And like, I don't know. My life is really like a movie a lot of times. So I think people would like to hear about it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, but enough about me. Meg Thee Stallion had another good year fucking with the Savage. Because that was this year, right? The Savage remix? Or that might have been last year. I don't even know.
Yeah, I think it was last year because I remember... I think they played it at Rolling Loud.
Okay.
I saw on Rolling Loud was last year.
Word. All right. Well, she was on WAP with Cardi this year.
That song did fucking numbers and media attention.
Yeah. Oh, was her album this? No. Bro, my concept of time is all.
Oh yeah, no, it's gone. I have no concept of time anymore.
Yeah,
like this year fucked any concept of time I had left up.
You know what I mean? Like literally, it could have been 3 weeks ago.
I only know it's Sunday because the podcast. Like that.
Yeah. No, literally, I have an obligation on Sundays.
Yeah,
and then Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I do my my work with Nova's Cat with Pathways. But other than that, like, bro, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter. There's never a show to go to. There's never an event. You know what I mean? So
there's nothing to judge or compare your time off of.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Base your time off of.
And just work every day.
Yeah. Oh, it's studio day.
Make music.
You know what I mean? It's not a day of the week. It's the studio day.
I'm working on songs today. I'm working on this project today. I'm working on. I look forward to like letting people know the projects that very soon. Very soon. Yeah. Oh. Bro, my ADD is in overdrive right now, man. So yeah, Meg Thee Stallion had another good year. Who else had a good year? Lil Baby had another strong year.
Yep.
I feel like there was who like knew who knew had a good year, because like Cardi had another good year. Drake had a quietly good year. I think Drake's like, if I can't really do shows and I'm not really gonna do the most, like what am I gonna do? Drop good music, drop a bunch of good music. I've done that like 10 times. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like every year he drops a bunch of good music. So
well, yeah, you expect Drake to have a good year.
Yeah, but like, because he didn't drop an album this year. This was a relatively quiet, I guess, compared to last year,
right?
Or
but it's also just focus a shift. You know what I mean? Like people,
exactly, all around
submerged in music as normal.
No, 100%. Yeah, especially with the election this year,
right?
With Corona,
right?
With so Black Lives Matter, there was like everything else for people to. Yeah. Oh, yo, we got to get on politics later too, bro.
That was like, just to compare it to, I was taking, I don't know why, it was probably just because I was really lit, but I was taking a bunch of different tests the other night. Like I took like an IQ test, I took a chakra chart test, I took like a psychosis test, bro. On the psychosis one, that's to determine like if you have like different mental illnesses and shit. Yeah, bro. On the like, it says your reason. No, on the first step of the test, it asks you like the main reason you're taking the test and what's stressing you out in life, and it literally has listed the election, Black Lives Matter, coronavirus, like all current events. So a lot of people, it must be taking a heavy toll on a lot of people this year, because like for me, I was like, oh, I just wanted to see what they said about my brain. Like I wasn't even thinking about any of this shit. Like this isn't, but it must really be affecting a lot of people.
I mean, suicides are up, depression's up, anxiety's up. Like this wasn't like an easy year. Yeah. This definitely wasn't an easy year for a lot of people. And you know, we talk about the automation and shit like that, how that's gonna, you know, kind of we'll see that for years to come. Right. I think that like the effects of, you know, the coronavirus, both in like the job market and just everything, but especially like with people's mental health, with people's psyches, I think it's gonna have a lasting effect. Yeah. People are gonna have to recover from this period of time.
Yeah, it's another age, you know what I mean? How there's the Renaissance, there's the Bronze Age, like there's a bunch of different ages. Like we're in the technological age, and this is shit that's going to be studied in history as like
it is
a way of measuring a period of time.
Yeah.
Like that's technological age.
That's a fact. Bro, it's only gonna get so crazy from here on out. Like it's gonna be so crazy.
Yeah. And think about with the younger generation, this is all they know. They're being born into it. But with the older generation, they were already struggling switching over to smartphones and everything. You know what I mean? Every aspect of life is getting automated now. So they're probably just like, what the fuck happened to the earth that I know?
Yeah. Like, that's a fact. Like people who were adults in the 90s, who were just like, everything they learned was pre-internet, and now everything is internet.
Yeah. No, I think about my parents a lot during all of this. And it's just like, to them, it's probably just like so fast. You know what I mean? They went from getting a fridge in their house to now cars drive in their lifespan. You know what I mean? Like, bro, my mom, when she was like born, it was an icebox. Wow. Like refrigerators weren't even common type shit.
Yeah.
And now there's flying cars all in that lifetime. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
But it just shows like you gotta, especially now because technology advances faster than ever now. So you just have to be able to always be looking to adapt. Always be
adaptability is
growing,
the best thing you can
learning
have.
Because it's like a lot easier to get left behind now than I think it's ever been.
Yeah just because of how fast everything's moving.
100%. Shit, well, I guess we'll before we get off
music, also I forgot to mention Samad Savage. He's a Jersey artist.
Oh let's talk. Shout out some Jersey artists that have big years.
Samad Savage, like I said, Chris Patrick, Ethan Ross had a pretty big year.
There was an Ethan Ross project you were talking about, or a song?
Or no, I just pulled up his Spotify streams this year.
He did 2 million.
But his song Katana, that one blew the fuck up. I think it was TikTok. He also got on like some of those, you know how like YouTube has like those really big playlists, like kids will just listen to like the chill hop mix or whatever it's called.
Like
he got one of his songs like thrown up on there, which got like a bunch of attention.
Dope.
I just know that he's did it pretty fucking good this year.
Shout out to him. Samad's definitely had a good year. He's been building over. I've known Samad Savage for a few years, like, you know what I'm saying, from a distance, you know what I'm saying? because we had some, we have a mutual friend, and it's just been really dope seeing him like fucking. I try to tell people the formula is super simple. You just get better at your craft and work really hard, like consistently. It's consistency plus completion. You just work consistently and you complete projects. You know what I'm saying? He's always putting out dope music, and you know what I'm saying? He's consistent with it. Like that's the trick to it.
What's cool too is I heard because I think I met Samad like at a Mad Minds event, which shout out Mad Minds. They my boy Turk and I forget who else is involved, to be honest. It's really bad. Yeah. But they put on pre-corona. They would put on events all the time for like local Jersey artists, like different open mics and shit.
Yeah. And he was doing like the best of Essex. Are you talking about Samad? Oh no, I'm talking about
sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Like Mad Minds, they would put on these events, and I met Samad at one of the Mad Minds event, and I would see him there a lot, like at all the events and shit. And so I like followed him and shit and stuff. And then like you said, the growth over the past few years, like I'll be watching YouTube channels that I've been watching, like hip hop related channels, and they've brought up Samad. Like they're just like, oh yeah, he actually kind of sounds like Samad Savage, and I'm like, that's pretty
crazy.
Dope. That's pretty dope. Like this kid's like in fucking Chicago or some other state. You know what I mean? And he's like comparing it to like the art. But it's cool because that shows you why you got to go out to these local events when they are happening. Yeah. You know what I mean? And support local artists, because you never know.
That's a fact.
Like
that's a fact.
I don't know, especially if you fuck with them. You know what I mean? If you fuck with them, fuck with them. Who cares what their numbers are?
Yo,
like,
word.
If you fuck with them, fuck with them.
People will listen to somebody's song, but yo, I like this, but like they don't
check out their SoundCloud and they have 100 followers, and they're like, oh. And she's like, why do you say, oh? You said you like their music. Listen to their music.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. People want to be like early, but they don't want to be like
too early.
The first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah, no, it's just...
I don't know, man. I don't know. Not Jersey at all either, but I mean, no, we talked about Lil Durk. Cause Lil Durk had a good year.
Yeah.
Lil Durk hasn't been in the like the spotlight. I feel like, really since like the first couple years, that he came out. I just feel like this year was a really good year for him. He just dropped the album, which I'm happy that he did. He got on the Laugh Now Cry Later with Drake, which was huge. So yeah, he's shout out to him. I think what other artists said Meg.
I know just while we're talking about music, it's not necessarily involved in their streams, but Cardi just had that lawsuit.
Oh yeah,
that was settled.
Yeah,
so
like Cardi also had another big
like that. Yeah, Cardi did have a good big year.
Yeah, well, she dropped WAP.
Yeah,
that's the only song you would need for 5 years.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she has that law. You know what's crazy? So her manager, Shaft, the one that she sued accounted. So it was accounted. So she counted sued
because
for
it was
$30
an
million.
infringement of contract or whatever. Right?
Yeah,
because she switched over to quality control.
Yeah, and that was early on. So I guess Cardi hasn't her royalties from music have been frozen for like years. So she had like 30 mil just kind of sitting. So she's about to get like a huge check. Yeah, so shout out to her. But yeah, shout out to her manager, the one that she was in this whole legal thing with. I booked her to host an event that I was doing a few years ago, and yeah, he's the person that I talked to through that whole situation. Yeah, Cardi. And, I mean, obviously they were cool at that time. Cardi was cool as hell.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's wild. It's unfortunate. You hear like there's that. Here's a situation with like Fetty and Knit the Grit.
Right.
Friends in business is tough. Well, I guess in like recording contracts especially. But yeah, I think just friends in business is always, it's tough.
Yeah, no, I even had to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
I've talked about DCM before, I think, on the podcast. That was a music video production company I was doing with a friend, and it's nothing against him or anything. Yeah. It's just sometimes you can't do business with friends. You know what I mean? Like you said, you just realize that over time. Like initially it seemed like a great idea. Everything was going to be good. And then sometimes it just doesn't work out the way that it's planned when there's friends involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it becomes, you value your friendship more than the business. And then for one side, that could be an issue. Some side, it couldn't. And that's not even what happened in my situation.
I think also sometimes it's just expectation. Sometimes like when you're when you're in business with somebody that's close to you, that's, you know what I'm saying, a friend, family, anything like that, where there's like that kind of rapport, you don't take it as seriously as somebody who's not your friend, who's not close.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you think of it more as like a job or an obligation, when it's like just somebody you don't really know but has expectations of you. But when it's like just the person that you hang out with and you get, you know what I'm saying, you play video games with, or you play ball with, or whatever, you know, you may not think of them in that light. And that's like it's important to I guess just know exactly where people stand, because a lot of times you realize that people don't even know kind of where they're at, right? Where people want things, but they don't really know the amount of work that it requires to get that thing. So they see you working for that thing, and again, they genuinely want it. But then when all the stuff that comes with it, it's like that. I don't know. A lot of people can't handle that, or I don't even think it's that they can't handle it, but they don't know,
right?
You know, I think that's it sometimes. And then I don't know, because we've talked in length about these things, but it's like we'll have falling outs with people or whatever, and it's not there's no like ill feelings or anything like that. It's just when you're moving at a different speed from somebody, and that's fine. Like, just in life, people generally aren't going to move exactly the same way, but like communication is super important. You got to know exactly where each other stands, especially if you're going to be in business, because if this is your life, if this is like, I have these goals and my goals are super, super, super important to me, I'm going to dedicate all my time and all my energy onto it. And then you have somebody who's on your team who says that they're on that same wavelength as you. Right. So now you're relying on them to do certain things, you know, and to be this person. And when they're not, it's making your journey slower. Right. And they don't realize how much that's fucking with you, because it doesn't affect them like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? So then when you start feeling away, you know, they don't really know what's going on, because they don't understand the feeling, you know, and it's just like not being at the same place. Right. You know, people have different desires, different expectations, and different ambitions. Like, not everybody is built, you know, for it. And also timing is really important. Right. Some people just aren't there right now. They could be in 2 months. Exactly. You know? But yeah, it's just everybody has to know like where everybody's at. And when it comes to being tied contractually, it gets really tough. Yeah, exactly. Because you could be even right for each other right now, but then, like, I don't know, you know, the Nit and Fetty situation. Right. Like, who knows if Fetty would have popped off if it wasn't for Nit doing what he did at that time. Right. Like, maybe he would. Right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he would have. But who knows? All we know is, like, at that time, that was a great situation. Yep. And then eventually it turned into not a great situation. Yeah. You know, so sometimes it's too early for it to work, and sometimes it'll not work later. Like, I don't know. I feel like I speak in code sometimes. I don't say the thing straight.
Yeah, no, but there's decoding it too. Yeah. You know what I mean? It all makes sense.
Yeah. It's complex, man. It's trying to find, because if you want to do anything great, you have to have a team. Right. You have to have a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of assets to it. You got to have a bunch of people working towards, you know, that goal, to do anything like on a really grand scale, to do anything really big. And I think sometimes people don't realize the importance of everything, like of all the compartments, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, to it. It's like, you know, with I mean, I don't just running any company. It's like you could be the person who does this, and even though, you know what I'm saying, you're getting the recognition, like, you know, with I mean, I don't even want to use DCN, but just like, you know, we'll say with my situation, right? So I'm the artist, you know, I could be the person who, you know what I'm saying, I'm the person in front, you see my face, you know, I get my my stuff attached to everything, but everybody behind me, they are just as important, and they are just as integral, you know what I'm saying, to me, to any song popping or any of that thing, you know what I'm saying, any of that stuff happening, you know, as me, they're just as important. But it's like they may not see that or really realize that because they see me up front.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, I've seen that in a lot of different situations. I've seen that play out in different ways.
And it goes back to just like you were saying with communication. Everyone just got to be on the same page and know what, piece of the puzzle they are and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then it doesn't seem like an issue. You know what I mean?
Exactly. If everybody knows what it is, then they're not going to be mad.
Right.
But it's when people feel misled or manipulated or unappreciated or, you know what I'm saying, any of these things. And I don't know, these specific ones with Cardi and with Fetty, like we talk, it's funny because like I don't like gossip like that. Like I won't go and like ask all the questions. I don't really want to hop in people's business, but then I'll get up here and talk about people's business without knowing all the details. So it's funny, but that's like the fucking balance that, you know what I'm saying, we try to play doing this podcast. Cause we're not like gossipy guys.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? It's like your business is your business, but I'm going to talk about it, I guess.
Right. Cause it is in the public eye. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. So we're not talking about anything that's private either.
Right.
Yeah. Everything that we're commenting on are things that there's an article about.
Right.
That's facts. Yeah. What else we got, man? What was your favorite album this year? Do you have one?
I don't know if I could pinpoint it to one.
Word.
Like what my favorite of all were this year. Like I mentioned before, Chris Patrick's. I'm not just saying that because he's a local Jersey artist. From the Heart 2 is definitely in my top albums of the year. There's just a lot of diverse tracks on it.
Word.
There's a song for every mood.
Yeah.
Like it's really, really good. Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. Yeah. That album was fucking fire.
Freddie Gibbs had a strong year.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to him. He had a strong year.
Who else? Oh, you know what artist I fuck with whose like career has just been this year, pretty much, at least in the public eye? Yeah. Rumor. RMR.
Oh yeah,
he's dropped a lot of fucking good songs.
Really?
Yeah, he's dropped a lot of good songs. Yeah, they're not rap.
They're not okay. But yeah, well, Rascal wasn't rap.
Yeah, exactly. They've all got
unique vibes. Do his other songs sound like that?
Sort of. They give you the feel of it. They don't necessarily sound like it, but it's still just like, I like this.
Yeah,
like, this is different.
That's
I like
fire.
This. So shout out Rumor.
Yeah. What about Mario Judah? Is that his name?
Yo, Mario Judah. Where the fuck is Mario Judah?
Son, I just see his shit pop up on my Instagram now.
Yo,
bro.
Mario Judah. Yeah, he released his Whole Lot of Red tape before Playboy Cardi.
Oh,
did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, no. So he was because Cardi's been teasing Whole Lot of Red for the last fucking over a year. Like saying he was going to drop it for so long. And Cardi fans are getting impatient. And Mario Judah, and this is what he said in an interview. He's like, I'm not even trying to fuck with Cardi like that. He was just like, I'm just a big Playboy Cardi fan. He was like, I'm waiting for that album to drop just like everyone else. He was just like, you've got until this day to drop it or I'm dropping it. And he dropped like his own album, I guess. I think he called it a Whole Lot of Red. I'm not positive on that, but he has. I only listened to one track off of it, so maybe there are more tracks that are like it. Literally sounds just like Playboy Cardi, bro. Like mimicking his sound like completely.
Yep. Yeah. It's a Whole Lot of Red.
Yeah.
Whole Lot of Red is the name of it.
Yeah, and he dropped it like a week ago.
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, December 18th. He dropped it last week. So wait, Playboy Cardi just dropped?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because wow, that's mad funny, bro.
Yeah, fucking Mario Judah. He's the clown right now.
Bro.
But he's also making a career, so it's not anything to knock.
Bro, like, word.
He's fucking providing for himself with it, so fuck it.
Yeah. Shit. Well, all right, man. I'm gonna get back to the studio.
Yeah.
I got some shit to work on.
Word.
As I said, I'm dropping 3 projects next year.
Yeah, you got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna try to drop some right in January. We're gonna hit something we didn't talk about. I dropped Never Get Boring last week.
Yeah.
Never Get Boring. Make sure y'all check that out.
Yep.
Bro, my mom heard it. She was like, "Oh snap, she said, "You're not a kid anymore."
That's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny. I always wonder about that, like parents' reactions to their children's music.
Yeah, bro. Let's say some ratchet shit on that. So, bro. Yeah, she was like, "You are grown." Yes, mama. Yeah, but
Scotty is Scott.
You feel me? Yeah, Scotty is Scott. My name is my name. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get to it. 20. So this is the last one of 2020. Yeah, is there anything that you want to say to the people before we get out? Just closing out 2020. This is the last one before.
It was a year of a whole lot of learning.
Yeah,
a lot of experience, a lot of work. I feel like I've progressed a lot this year.
Yeah. What have you learned this? What have you learned this year?
Definitely that working as much as you can gets you places.
Word.
For sure, because this has definitely been the busiest year for me.
Yeah.
In my personal life and in work life, that it's helped distract me from like whatever normally would be like a stressor or anything. You know what I mean? You could substitute it with work.
Yeah.
And it's beneficial in two ways, because it's distracting you from whatever the fuck you're worrying about, and it's also progressing you in your craft. And just doing as much work as you can, working with as many people. I don't know, just thankful for the people I've met, people I work with. I don't know, you definitely. You and me have worked a lot this year. We started working this year pretty much together.
Yeah.
And we've built a lot together.
Word.
Which is cool.
Yeah. Definitely just the beginning, man. Yeah, this podcast is a product of 2020 for sure. May not have, probably wouldn't have got started, you know what I'm saying? Probably wouldn't have been possible. I think something that I learned this year. What are some things I learned this year? Well, one is the importance of always be ready.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be ready. And I think being ready just comes from being consistent. If you're constantly improving, you're constantly working on your craft. There's that saying, stay ready so you never have to get ready. This was when curveballs get thrown at you, you got to be able to adjust. And the way that you're going to be able to adjust is if you're prepared,
right?
So yeah, like that was one thing. And another, I think, to be able to like really move how you want to move, to be able to adjust quickly, to be able to grow quickly, to be able to change how you want to change, like you got to be able to let go of shit.
Yeah.
You got to let go of shit to make room for the new. So I think like trimming the fat, I trimmed a lot of fat out of my life this year.
Yep. Which
was good. Just like just negative and unproductive relationships and habits and shit like that. Certain things kind of just like naturally worked their own way out of my life. So, I'm definitely grateful for that. And I think it was exactly what I needed going into 2021.
Yes, sir.
We'll do like resolutions and shit. We'll talk about that, the first episode of next year. But I think 2021 is going to be amazing. And it wouldn't have been possible if I brought things with me,
right?
And I think this year, that's what I'm grateful for. Like I let a lot of shit go, and because of that, a lot of dope new shit found its way into my life.
Yeah,
a lot of dope people found its way into my life. So yeah, I'm trying to do more of that next year for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
2021 be a good one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is the Ill Intent podcast, and when it comes to this podcast too, I really look forward to growing this a lot. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. 2021, we're gonna bring in a lot of people, and we're just gonna grow this whole network. So thank you to everybody who's supported it at this level, because we haven't really promoted it. Like we haven't done anything that we're gonna do with it. This was before we did that. Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we had a quality product, and
I think we do.
2021, baby.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys so much. We'll be back. It's the Ill Intent podcast. Yes, sir.